Welcome to the Full Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 3:48 p.m. that is Central Time, and today is September 30th. We've had a very day today where gold was up another $24, silver was down a tad, palladium was very volatile. At one point, it was as high as $1,321, as low as 1247, and then it closed out the day at 1290. So quite a lot of back and forth for something that hasn't really broken out yet, but does look promising. Then Bitcoin was relatively unchanged, up about $89. Now, when we look around the world, the continued demand for anything relating to AI is certainly helping to push Nvidia to a new high, Tesla to test its highs. But the Nasdaq was pretty much unchanged. Then we continue to see that the oil market was under pressure again today, down about $1. And then natural gas was up another 6 cents. It was up 6 cents yesterday as well. So we have a little bit of chop and change in the energy markets. Something that I think is particularly interesting is that the 2-year yield was relatively unchanged, but the 10-year yield was also unchanged, up a little bit, but still encountering resistance around the 4.2% level. Then we saw significant weakness today in private equity companies, and they all pulled back in unison. And I think this is part of a broader picture where these are some of the most interest rate sensitive companies around. They did fantastically well as a result of the exceptionally low interest rate environment, abundant liquidity created as a result of quantitative easing, and then relatively low competition from the financial sector, or I guess the conventional banks, in funding or buying out smaller companies, private companies, or providing credit. So they did particularly well in that period. Now, with some of the changes that have occurred in the broad macro environment, private equity companies are not finding it nearly as easy. Then let's think about Home Depot, which is the chart we're looking at right now. And it was on the cusp of pushing on to a new high until last week, and now we have additional tariffs that have been imposed upon the import of lumber, finished product